a pretty consistent way we kind of go about installing our offense and the process we go about doing it and the reasons we do it. And it's the same this year as it's been in the past, and it is not easy in the beginning, especially the way the defense is playing right now. It makes it very difficult, but it takes time to train how to play in rhythm, how to feel the pocket, how to stay aggressive, how to know when the right time is to let stuff rip and when the right time is to check the ball down. And all the way from the beginning of OTAs till now, all the quarterbacks, and Trey especially, have made just gigantic strides in all those areas. And you can see him getting better every day and every day and every day. And it's been really cool to watch and to watch him gel with our receivers who are making similar strides and what they need to do as far as beating man coverage and some of the looks we've got and all the different zones that we've got on defense and how they can manipulate shells. It's been a very difficult start to camp that I believe they've done a very good job handling and handling in the right way, in that, okay, I'm not gonna make this easy, I'm gonna do difficult things so that I can get good at these things.
I mean, is the challenge at the beginning of camp just the sheer amount that they're having to do, or just sort of the order of which it's all kind of coming in?
I think it's more so, when you start, you always start with a smaller book that kind of builds as you go through each day, and then eventually you have defenders that can play routes, because when you do this for as long as we've done it, they know a pretty good idea of what we have in first day, second day, third day, and as the playbook keeps piling up, their coverages pile up, but our route trees also add up, and now it's harder for defenders to play what we have. It's harder for the backers to react to what we're doing run-wise, pass-wise, play-pass, and all this stuff starts to tie together, and that's kind of where we're at now.
Okay.
But it's a process to get there, because you have to start with the foundation and really build them to, okay, now here's the next step, here's the next step, here's the next step. Now it's all together.
Kyle talks a lot about how that North Dakota State system, which has produced obviously, 3 NFL quarterbacks right now, how Trey had a limited amount of time within that system, but seeing how they did stuff in that pro-style attack really allowed him to make the projection for Trey. As you've gotten to coach him, as you've gotten to, see him get used to what you guys are doing here, how much of the past do you think is helping him right now process the stuff that he has to process that's a new challenge for a lot of NFL quarterbacks?
Yeah, it is a big deal. I mean, even something as simple as just taking a snap under center. When he got here, there was not much we had to talk about as far as how to receive a snap, how to get out from under center, so you don't have issues with the O-line. You can get on track. They did that at North Dakota State a good amount. These days, you get college quarterbacks that you're starting from ground zero. They're in gun all the time, and their whole offense is kind of run from there. So even just from there, he was further along. And then the way they teach the pass game and the way they would teach rhythm and progression, and what he did in the run game was kind of similar to some things we did last year. So it definitely helped him out a lot, made it a lot easier to see and envision him in what we want to do.
Mm-hmm. Deebo was saying the other day, well, you've got 2 receivers. You got one, Aiyuk, who's been with Trey throughout the offseason, and you got Deebo, who had the holdout until recently. Can you see that on the field, that one guy is just clicking with the quarterback a little bit more, and the other guy needs to kind of get to that level?
I think Brandon's had a fantastic offseason. I think a lot of people have seen that. He's really hitting his stride right now, and he's really progressed very well this offseason, and he's came in with the right mindset. He's worked on the right things in the offseason, and he's on a mission, and I think it shows in practice every day. And part of that, like you said, is getting the reps even when we're not there. When they're away for 40, 50 days, just being able to spend time with Trey, and they were throwing balls, and they were kind of developing that rapport. Obviously, with Deebo not being able to do that, he's behind a little bit in that sense. But everyone the quarterbacks and receivers, they all need to gel, but they all can kind of gel at different times. Some guys, it'll take 2 months before they have a rapport. Some guys, it takes 3 days, and there's no telling how long that'll be. But yeah, it's something we're aware of, and Deebo's aware of, and Trey's aware of, and George is aware of, that they need to get as many as they can until they feel confident being able to kind of gel together, a little like Trey and BA are right now.